right, you guys, it is Mrs. Millis and
Miss Riley.
We are here to talk to you today about discussion posts, your discussion questions. So if you see between us, this was last week's post, a couple of the questions anyway. We had also created a video for you guys on our expectations for class discussions. And in that video, Mr. Crow, Mrs. O'Neill, and myself talked to you about why we even write discussion posts. What does the rubric look like? What does it look like to get an A? What are we looking for? How are we grading it? And then also we looked at some student samples. So Mrs. O'Neill brought in some examples from some students, and she gave an example of a really good post and why it was an A. And then she also explained why the comments below that post were an A. And so we're coming to you today because
unfortunately, what we got this week did not quite hit the mark when it came to the rubric.
not so much.
I mean, we had some posts that were only 1 or 2 sentences.
If we got sentences.
We had posts that didn't have any evidence at all. We also, when it came to replies, sometimes they just didn't show up.
So there's obviously some evidence that the rubric was not looked at, and which is unfortunate because one, the rubric tells you how we grade it, and 2, these class discussions are probably going to become a good chunk of your grade. So we understand if you're understanding the content and your writing style, if you are comprehending, it's higher order thinking. So we put a lot of time into grading these, a lot of thought into the questions that we ask, and this is where we kind of push you in English class as a writer and a reader.
And if you're thinking about it, these are going under the skill assessment category,
which is 80% of your grade.
So it's kind of a big deal.
Big deal. 80% of your grade.
A lot of you are going to be watching this after these grades get put in, and you're going to notice your grade
tank is a good word. Tank is a good word.
Go below the acceptable line.
Or probably where you want your grade to be. You probably want it higher. And we're going to show you, we're going to remind you how it can stay higher, and then we're going to show you a way that you can fix it. So this was our example of a discussion post because you're familiar with it. Let's go ahead and let's bring up the rubric real quick, and then we'll take a look at how you can fix it.
Yes.
All right. So here's the rubric. This should look familiar. It's already been in a video. And these are the categories, and that's going to become very important, okay? Very important. This is how you get graded on your responses and citing evidence. This is your comment. 20% of your grade is just based on your comment. If you don't comment, you've thrown away 20% of your grade. That means the best that you can get, if everything else is perfect, is
a B.
A B. And if everything else is perfect, you don't want to settle for a B, okay? This is digital citizenship. So this is like respect for your classmates, okay? This should be an easy one to achieve. This right here is connecting it to yourself. Not every question, but some part of it needs to connect. So if we give you 3 questions and we let you pick 2, one of those you're going to have to connect it to yourself, okay? And then the last one is go grammar and vocab, okay?
Grammarly, please.
Put it through, please.
Do something.
And so this is the rubric. It is in your written response. It is also, it's in your writing resources.
Correct.
And it's, for some teachers, it might be under classroom resources. So depending on the teacher, it's there. You're just going to have to look under some resources, okay? All right, and then our last one is our first tab. Thank you, Mr. Crow. And take it away, Katie.
So,
Hold on. And take it away, Miss Riley.
alright, so because this is your first time doing this, we've decided to give you the opportunity to fix this grade. And this is how you're going to do it. After you have watched this lovely video and you have reviewed the rubric that your teacher has given you, you're going to complete this assignment. And what you're going to do are these lovely 4 steps. Step 1, watch the video. You're doing that right now. Good job. Step 2, you're going to fill out the charts below, and you're going to use your rubric that your teacher has given you with your lovely grade in order to fill this out. So the first one is just asking, what did you currently get? So what's your current grade? You can find that in PowerSchool or on the rubric. If you go to the next one, then you're going to check off the ones that you didn't earn a 4 or you didn't earn an A. Because we can always improve, right? If it's not already a 4. After you have figured out which ones you need to improve on, then you're going to tell us with which ones how you plan to improve. So maybe you didn't get the 4 because you didn't use any sources. So maybe how you plan to improve is adding a source and finding a source. So you want to make sure that you tell us exactly what you plan to do. Then you're going to take this plan and you're going to do it. You're going to go into Google Classroom, you're going to go to that first question, you're going to revise your response. If you are a student that didn't do any replies or your replies were not up to par, you can go back, fix your replies, right? Add some new ones. And then you're going to submit this form and your new post. And your gracious teachers are going to revise that grade. They're going to go through and grade the whole thing all over again. And that's what we're going to do this week instead of having a new post. Good luck.